Hello and welcome back to our YouTube channel Connecting with Numbers. This is a one-stop channel for all your mathematical queries. Our today's topic is an extension of what we have done in a previous video of Introduction to Shapes, where we have seen the visual ways of recognizing shapes. So for those who have missed that video, for them the link has been shared in the description box. Do have a look since we are going to continue with shapes topic today. So today we are going to see some concrete ways of learning and recognizing shapes. So let's start. By now our children are familiar with shapes visually. So now it's the correct time for them to put their thinking skills on paper as well. So for this, we have prepared match the shapes to their shadow worksheets at home. Here you can make this type of worksheets at home and ask children to identify a particular shape, and once they identify a shape, ask them to find the shadow of that particular shape on the other side. When they find it, ask them to match the shape with the shadow with a crayon. For example, first ask them to find triangle shape. So here in this line, ask them to find triangle shape. Once they find it, ask them to find the shadow of triangle. So let them find the shadow of triangle. Once they find it, ask them to match the shape with the shadow. Similarly, we can do with other shapes. Ask them to find square shape. So once when they find square, let them find the shadow of square. So they'll find the shadow of square. Once they find it, ask them to match square with its shadow. Similarly, we can do with other shapes as well. Now, this is a great independent activity which teaches kids to identify shapes and their shadows. Shapes as well as their shadows. This activity also forces children to analyze the shape of objects because the shadow doesn't contain any detail. So do try this activity, and if you find this interesting, then do like our video. Now the next activity which we can do is relate shapes with objects. But how to do it? We can do this by making match the shapes to similar objects worksheets. Here I have prepared few worksheets. Let us have a look. Okay, so we can ask children to find a particular shape on the left hand side, and once when they find it, ask them to find the object related to the shape. For example, ask them to find square shape. So they'll find square shape first. Okay, once they find square shape, let them find the object related to square. So once when they find the object related to square, ask them to match the shape with the object. Okay, now you can ask them to find circle shape. Once they find circle shape, ask them to find the object related to circle. So once they find the object related to circle, ask them to match the object and the shape. Okay, you can do this activity with all the shapes. This will be helpful for kids to recognize shapes as well as to relate shapes with the objects. Now, another way or another concrete way we can follow is by making shapes coloring worksheets at home. You can prepare such worksheets at home and ask children to color them. Coloring is favorite activity of almost every kid, right? But first, ask them which shape is this. Once they recognize that shape, ask them to color. But ask them to color the borders first. This way they can color the borders first. This will help them to figure out a particular shape. Once when they are done with the border, ask them to color the remaining part as well. Okay? So they can color the remaining part. But make sure you make a small picture, since coloring a very big picture will be little difficult for kids at this age. This activity will help your children in recognizing shape, as well as it will make them more creative. So this much for our today's session on recognizing shapes in a concrete way. So how did you like it? Do let us know in the comment box. Do like, share and subscribe to our YouTube channel Connecting with Numbers. And do not forget to press the bell icon for regular updates from our channel. So bye bye, take care. We will be back with our another video soon.